10 Best Picks presents the top 10 best portable monitors. Starting at number 10. LG 27GL83AB. The LG 27GL83AB is a good 1440p IPS monitor with great gaming performance. It has an outstanding response time that delivers fast-moving content with almost no blur trail and an outstanding low input lag for very responsive gaming sessions. Also, this monitor supports FreeSync variable refresh rate technology and is G-Sync compatible, offering a nearly tear-free gaming experience. Unfortunately, this monitor can't display deep blacks in a dark room due to the low contrast ratio, so it's not a good choice for late-night gaming. However, it can get fairly bright, suitable for most rooms, and supports HDR, although it can't get very bright in that mode. The 27GL83AB looks like every other monitor in LG's UltraGear lineup. It's mainly black with a red circle on the back, and the stand has wide-set feet. It's designed as a gaming monitor, but fits nicely into any office environment. Disappointing ergonomics. This is mainly because the stand prevents swiveling, making it difficult to share your work with a colleague. The back of the monitor has a red circle like other UltraGear monitors. There's a quick release button and cable management is done through a clip in the stand. The 27GL83AB has a disappointing native contrast ratio, as expected for an IPS monitor. Unfortunately, blacks in a dark room look more like gray. If you want a monitor with a higher contrast ratio, check out the Gigabyte G32QC. The LG 27GL83AB is a good monitor for consuming multimedia. It has great resolution and size and displays most content at its native resolution. The input lag is very low, and the monitor feels very responsive. The wide viewing angles favor watching a movie together with a friend, although you might have a hard time positioning the monitor comfortably. At number 9. Samsung C27 F398. Curved monitors are the latest trend in desktop computing, and while some offer minimal benefits at most, the Samsung C27 F398 we're reviewing offers incremental value for the buck. In doing so, it packs a high-performance VI panel, a tighter 1800mm radius curve that's much better than most competing screens' wider 2400mm radius curve. Build quality is middle of the road, with a few trade-offs that place it a few steps behind Samsung's high-end monitors like the 28-inch Samsung UH750. For one, the plastic build feels cheap than usual, and the entire package feels excessively light and fragile. A Y-shaped base props it onto a desk, and the orientation takes less desk space. Still, 27 inches isn't small for any office desk. It provides ample space for multitasking despite the hinge-type attachment being a clear weak link. The C27 F398 only has tilt-only mechanism, an omission that most competitors correct with inclusion of at least height adjustment and sometimes pivot adjustment. Connectivity on the Samsung LC27 F398 FWN-XZA inch curved monitor is excellent, at least for a budget monitor. On the back panel, there is a DisplayPort and HDMI ports instead of the legacy DVI or VGA, meaning the monitor is ready for modern systems. While it doesn't get built-in speakers, it gets an OSD joystick feature that Samsung has been flaunting in its premium-class monitors to replace aging buttons. The joystick also gives the system a cleaner look without sacrificing access to menu options. However, it gets you a higher resolution and short input lag with excellent color quality, which isn't something to be sniffed at. Number 8 of my list. DELL S2419H. If you are looking for a new monitor and all you wish for is a regular 243 screen with a full HD resolution, an IPS panel, and a 60Hz refresh rate, then the DELL S2419H may be the perfect fit. There are many cheaper 243 1080p IPS monitors, so this is definitely not a budget-friendly option. This Dell's Infinity Edge monitor is aimed at those who are willing to pay a bit extra for its classy design. The Dell Infinity Edge S2419H features the standard 1920x1080 resolution, which will provide you with a substantial amount of screen space and vivid details, and at the same time, it's not too demanding on your PC system. The monitor has 178-degree wide viewing angles, so the image won't shift in color, contrast, or brightness when you look at the screen far from the sides or from above below. Other panel-related specifications include a 250 nit peak brightness and a contrast ratio of 1001, which is standard at this price range. The alternatives to the DELL S2419H IPS display are monitors with a Tennessee or a VI panel. Tennessee panel monitors have a faster response time speed, but narrow viewing angles and poor colors, whereas VI panels have a higher static contrast ratio, but not as accurate colors, wide viewing angles, or quick response time as IPS displays. The DELL S2419H display offers striking image quality and smooth performance, there's no doubt about it, but the asking price is simply too high. Coming at number 7. DELL S2421H GF. From top to bottom, the DELL 24 Gaming Monitor S2421H GF is the very definition of a good enough peripheral. This 24-inch gaming monitor displays pretty decent 1080p images for both gaming and productivity, although its color balance is off, and its interface isn't nearly as helpful as it could be. It has a 144Hz refresh rate and AMD FreeSync compatibility to set it apart from similarly priced productivity models. At $250, it's neither cheap nor expensive. If anything, it's actually refreshing just how straightforward the S2421H GF feels. It's here to run games at full HD resolutions and not clean out your bank account. While the S2421H GF isn't one of the best gaming monitors you can buy, it's good enough for simple setups, if only just. Read our full DELL Gaming Monitor 24 S2421H GF review to find out why. The DELL 24 Gaming Monitor S2421H GF is about as simple as gaming monitors come. The screen measures 28x12. 1 inches, with a 24-inch diagonal. There's almost no bezel to speak of, except on the bottom, where you'll find a silver DELL logo in the center. The tiny power button on the underside is tough to find. There's also a control knob and 3 additional buttons on the back right of the monitor. These control the interface, but for the moment, all you need to know about them is that they're pretty inconvenient, especially if you sit far away from your screen. In our DELL 24 Gaming Monitor S2421H GF review, we covered the monitor's decent performance and small footprint, as well as its washed-out colors and clunky interface. As for whether the good outweighs the bad, or vice versa, consider whether you need a monitor to really elevate your games, or whether you just need to see what's going on. At number 6. SCEPTRE 248 watts. While SCEPTRE may be best known for making inexpensive general-use monitors and a few TVs, the company is making a push toward budget gaming monitors. Our review unit, the SCEPTRE 248W19203RS, isn't part of the newer gaming line, but rather a very affordable productivity monitor for daily use. This 24-inch monitor boasts a full HD resolution, a decent 75Hz refresh rate and built-in speakers. It's a plug-and-play monitor, meaning you just connect the HDMI or VGA cable into the back of the monitor to your PC or monitor, then connect the power adapter to the mains. Once powered on, Windows will install the requisite drivers, and you are done. This monitor supports Windows 10. Once installed, in your graphics control panel, it will be listed as an extended display. From the available options, you can have it as the primary display, mirror your primary display, or have it as an extended display. It gets the most basic IOA inputs, D-sub, DVI, and 2 HDMI ports, but it doesn't get USB port or DisplayPort, which is available on monitors that cost more. It does, however, get a pair of built-in speakers, something we didn't have in its predecessor from last year, the SCEPTRE 248W19203RS. The SCEPTRE 248W has a lot going for it, from the full HD resolution to the inclusion of built-in speakers, a sleek edgeless design and a 75 refresh rate. The monitor has its downsides, like limited gaming capability and middling screen brightness. But on the whole, it manages to combine strong performance in daily tasks, and a price that's hard to beat for a 24-inch monitor leave us more than willing to recommend SCEPTRE 248W19203RS. that it costs almost the same as our favorite 21-inch general use monitor. The Acer SB220Q is just icing on the cake. For more information and price, check out the product links in description underneath the video. Halfway of my listed number 5. Samsung CF390. The Samsung C24F396 is an affordable curved monitor that's great for gaming, work, and other everyday activities. It's the upgraded model of the previous Samsung C24F390. In this review, we'll go through its advantages and disadvantages and compare it to similarly priced alternatives. Although the colors are vibrant with true 8-bit depth, IPS panels still offer more precise color reproduction, so if you do color-critical work, there are better options out there. Moving on, the Samsung C24F396 curved gaming monitor has an input lag of 11 milliseconds, which is quick enough to eliminate any perceptible delays. Additionally, the response time of 4 milliseconds effectively removes trailing and motion blur of fast-moving objects. There is some slight smearing when dark pixels are dominant in the picture, but it's bearable. If you have an AMD FreeSync compatible graphics card, you will be able to use FreeSync, which synchronizes the monitor's refresh rate to the GPU's frame rate. All in all, the Samsung C24F396 is an interesting display due to its curved screen and high contrast ratio, which may win some users over, even though there are better alternatives for the money available. Coming in at number 4 of my list. LG 24M47VQ 24-inch. The LG 24M47VQ has a full HD 1080p screen which gives this LED monitor incredible clarity, and its 2ms fast response time allows longer viewing of games and videos while reducing eye strain. And with a fantastic 4-screen split feature, it makes it possible to see 4 different windows all at once. Picture quality and color sharpness are the stars of the show with this monitor. The reduction of eye strain really does make a difference, allowing long periods of viewing. The HD 1080p pixel resolution is surely a step up from standard HD. And while other monitors, such as the Acer R240 High and Asus VA24E Monitor 1920x1080D sub offer impressive picture quality, this 4-screen split feature is a game changer. No more shuffling back and forth between windows that seem to always disappear. 2x2 rows of 4 screens allow easy multitasking. This makes up for the slightly slower refresh rate than what the ViewSonic VX2452mH offers. Impressive size and sharpness. The sleek black frame can blend into any work or gaming space. Although the hard plastic stand can, for sure, be sturdier, the monitor itself is solid. For its size, it's surprisingly lightweight and easy to travel with. Startup screen requires very little color adjustment when first used. The LG 24M47VQ is a large, high-quality Full HD monitor that is an excellent choice for its price. The 2ms fast response time will allow your work or gaming to go on and on without feeling the typical eye strain. Despite a display stand that could be stronger and power cords that could longer, this LG monitor allows 4-screen split windows on its 1080p pixel resolution screen. Its lightweight and beautiful picture contributes to all the positive features that make this a quality product. At number 3. HP VH240 23. 8-inch. The HP VH240 is a decent budget monitor if you need an affordable 243 1080p IPS display with a fully ergonomic stand. It's great for work, everyday use, and casual gaming, even though it lacks certain features which are available on similar budget models. Based on an IPS panel, the HP VH240 monitor provides wide 178-degree viewing angles, meaning that the picture won't shift in color and contrast when you look at it from skewed angles. The HP VH240 input lag performance amounts to 11 milliseconds, so there won't be any noticeable delays either. When you combine all this with the monitor's crisp and vibrant image quality, you get a pretty decent gaming experience. The HP VH240 243 monitor offers humble connectivity options with one HDMI 1.4 port and one VGA port available. There's an audio jack for the built-in speakers, but number 3. 5mm audio line out port for headphones. Furthermore, the monitor has an exceptionally versatile stand. You can elevate the screen up to 130 mm, tilt it by -5 degrees, 30 degrees, swivel by 360 degrees, pivot by 90 degrees, and VESA mount it. The screen is also covered with an anti-glare coating, which eliminates reflections. However, if you intend on playing a lot of video games, or even doing some content creation, we recommend you save up for the Asus VA24DQ or the Acer CB242Y instead, whereas the HP VH240 is more suited for office-related use. The HP VH240 is a good budget monitor for office-related tasks. It has an ergonomic stand, built-in speakers, and a great image quality. However, for gaming and content creation, there are better alternatives out there. Further, those sensitive to screen flickering should look for another display. For more information and price, check out the product links in description underneath the video. Coming at number 2, HP 24mH FHD Monitor. Monitors measuring 24 inches, offering full HD resolution and a few additional features are quickly becoming the default option in the budget PC display market. Enter the HP 24mH monitor, a beautiful budget display designed for office users as well as home entertainment. Other notable frills include IPS technology and built-in speakers that are intended to be more than just occasional. That chin houses a pair of speakers on the rear, IR remote sensors and control buttons on the right side. Being a budget monitor, it doesn't include adaptive sync technology, but it works fine out of the box. The 60Hz refresh rate will not appeal to serious gamers, but for basic use in home entertainment, the IPS screen used here is awesome. Anyway, thanks to the IPS panel, the HP 24mH offers excellent viewing angles, and with a little tweaking, nearly all users will be able to settle on a very pleasing overall setup. Factor in the sleek design, and it's a great tool for productivity. With the 24-inch HP 24mH, the HP offers a pretty broad remit. For the most part, it delivers as it should. For general productivity, this screen is an ultimate beauty. It's medium-sized, bold, offers loads of desktop space thanks to the FHD resolution, along with reasonable pixel density and precision. Even with the lack of USB port, it's not enough, however, to detract from what is a well-rounded display solution and a strong candidate as a long-term investment to improve productivity, and frankly, the HP 24mH is a viewing enjoyment. And number 1. Acer SB220Q x21. 5 inches. We went out looking for Amazon's most popular monitor, and what we discovered was Acer's SB220Q 1080p 75Hz IPS display. This monitor tops both the best-selling and the most wished-for monitors list, so that it seemed to indicate not only are customers buying this monitor, but they actually want it in significant numbers. Clearly one of the reasons why the SB220Q is so popular comes down to that price tag. $90 is very cheap for a monitor, and it's hard to find many cheaper than this. Once you start hitting $70 or even $80, you start limiting yourself to sub 1080p options and plenty of outdated rubbish. So if you've just built a PC and you have nothing left in your budget, grabbing one of the cheapest 1080p displays on Amazon seems like something a lot of people are doing. That said, 22 inches, or more accurately 21.5 inches, is small for a monitor. Even 24 or 25-inch displays feel like a substantial upgrade in panel size. Something 24.5 inches ends up nearly 30% larger, so this is one of the more significant trade-offs to bring the price down. We looked around just in case, and you can't find a 24-inch IPS display for less than $100. Out-of-the-box calibration is decent, which is welcome news for buyers after a great color experience. Our unit had near-perfect white levels, and while this did fall off slightly when moving through the rest of the grayscale with a minor yellow tint, it wasn't that noticeable and far exceeded my expectations from a dirt-cheap monitor. A grayscale delta of 2.45 isn't perfectly accurate, but very good in this price category. For more information and price,